Hello, dear students. Welcome to I-Fal. My name is Teacher Nikki, and I am here to have another video lesson with you. So I am so excited to talk about a new topic for you today that will help you understand and construct better sentences using the English language. I know that these lessons will be very helpful for you to communicate using the English language that are grammatically correct and properly constructed, considering that we will be talking about some grammar topics. So I want you to concentrate on our lesson today, pay attention to our sample sentences, and please practice them very well even after the class. So let's go ahead and start our lesson. Let's go. So for today, let's now go ahead and talk about the prepositions of place using in, on, and at. But of course, in, on, and at are also used as preposition of place. And they have their individual meaning on how or when we use this preposition. So let's see. For prepositions of place using in, okay, for describing place, the preposition in is used for the largest or most general places. So I think the idea is also similar with the preposition of time, which is more on the longer duration of time. But in this case, in a bigger or a largest or most general places. So you can say that I lived in London as a child and he's a very famous person in Chinatown. Okay, now we use in, okay, together with countries in the world. Okay, like for example, in England, in America, in the USA, or in the Philippines, in Israel, in China, something like this. All right, now we also use in when we are talking about cities. Example, in London, in New York, okay, in Manila, in Tel Aviv, so something like this. So we use in, all right? So we also use in when we're talking about the neighborhood in Manhattan, in Chinatown, okay, in the market, all right? And this is actually the general idea of the preposition in when we're using it as preposition of place. When there is an enclosed or limited or a place with border, okay, we use in, all right? In a traffic jam, in a building, in a car, in the room, in the bathroom, in the field, okay, as long as there is a border or the place is enclosed, then definitely we use in, all right? Now, these are just some of the examples or the summary of our preposition of place using in. We have the country, the city, the neighborhood, and enclosed space. Okay, so as you can see there, we just have some examples that you can review. All right, moving forward, let's talk about on. On is used for more specific places, let's like certain streets. So you can say that he took a northbound trolley on State Street. So we use on when we are talking about means of transportation. Okay? So we have the means of transportation. Like for example, on a bus, on a train, on a plane. All right? We also use on when we're talking about means of communication on the radio, on the television, on the phone, or on the internet. Okay, like for example, your picture is on the internet. Okay, so Anna is on the phone, not in, because this is a mode of communication. All right, now this is the common use of on where we're talking about the surface, okay? So when it's not inside but just on top of the surface, all right, then we use on, okay? So on the table, not inside the table but just on top of it on the surface. On the wall, right? The wall here. On the floor and on the roof. So when we're all talking about surfaces, then we use on. All right, next one. So here is our summary of on. Remember, we were talking about means of transportation, communication, avenue or street, okay, and surface. We use on. All right. So the last one, we have the preposition at, okay? When we're talking about an exact address or intersection, we use at. Example, at 23 Birch Street, at 734 State Street, so something like this. And we're talking about a specific location or point, we also use at the Empire State Building. You're not really pertaining if it's inside or on, so you're just using at here, but when you're talking about a specific location, at the corner, at the bus stop. So, just like this, okay? So this is just the summary when we're talking about an address and specific location or point. Okay, so we use at. Example, like at the door, you're not on the door, you are not inside the door, but at that point only. Okay? So I hope you find our lesson today very helpful. So as I always say, the secret in making your communication skills in English better is constant practice. So I want you to please keep on practicing all the lessons that we've had in the past and even this present lesson. So I know that you can do it really well and you'll improve yourself eventually. So just keep believing in yourself and practice more, okay? Now, please stay tuned to our more lessons here in I-Fal, and please visit our website that I will flash on the next screen. I also encourage you to please subscribe to our classes because we have a lot of amazing teachers that will help you and guide you in improving your English skills. So once again, this is Teacher Nikki. So I'll just see you again on the next classes and video lessons that we're going to have. I know that we will have more amazing lessons in the future. So stay tuned and good luck. Study harder and I'll see you next time. Bye.